Morning.
You are done? How are you? Good morning.
Morning, sir.
If it's not something that you
Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, members of Council. Yellow. Yellow.
Yes, sir.
Well, quite a lot of things have transferred. In particular, we talked about the Anambra governorship elections, which is coming up on the 6th of November this year. And we want to assure the people of Anambra State and indeed all Nigerians that the government is committed to conducting those elections and it has to be free and fair. We are going to put every machinery in place to ensure that people are well secured, and we are going to dominate the place to ensure that this place is calm and quiet to provide for a free and fair elections, and that is the only way to ensure that we promote democracy and good governance in this country. Yes.
What other things have we discussed?
Well, we'll discuss generally other security matters that as they apply to other states of the Federation. And the general assessment is that the situation is improving, even though the challenging issues are still very important. But by and large, progress is being made in the area of maintenance of peace and security in the country.
insecurity is moving from Zamfara to Katsina. What are you doing about that?
Well, we looked at that, and the reports coming in are indicating that even though the bandits are there, but they are moving towards areas where there are communications that they can talk to people. But the situation is improving even in those areas. Of course, the situation is still not as good as we expect it to be, but we are on top of the situation.
Back to Anambra, don't you think the massive deployment of security agencies may deter voters from coming out to vote?
No. The intention is to ensure people we are starting right away, so that to give people confidence that they are well protected from these IPOB people. People are not coming out because of the threats by IPOB, and as long as we try to dominate the area, IPOB will have no place to maneuver, and we will take charge of the place to ensure that there is peace, there is tranquility in the area to allow for free and fair elections.
Marching order from the president to the service chiefs and others.
The president has continued to give the security agencies the go-ahead to deal with these bandits in the best way they understand. So he has given them all the support, and he has assured them that he is behind them. Anybody caught using arms that are not supposed to be used by him, it should be dealt with appropriately.
What do you mean in dealing with them in the best way they understand?
I mean they should be dealt with according to the law.
Today's meeting of the National Security Council focused its attention on several issues, primarily the elections in Anambra State, which will be held on the 6th of November. Council observed recent trends in which a lot of violent activities have been taking place, and Council is desirous of seeing hitch-free election being conducted by next month. Now the problem here is that in as much as the government wants to conduct peaceful elections, there are non-state actors who have been heating up the polity, who have made all kinds of attempts to stymie orderly elections for next month. The president has directed that under no circumstances will anything be allowed to stop the elections from taking place successfully. The people have a right to vote. They have a right to select their leader, and no group or individual will be allowed to stimulate anarchy and chaos leading to murderous activities. The president has made it very, very clear that the armed forces, security agencies, and law enforcement agencies must make sure that the elections take place. If it means overwhelming the entire environment with the presence of security agencies, there are so many implications for elections to be sabotaged by non-state actors. In the first place, we're in a democracy. Secondly, it is important to note that if these non-state actors should succeed in destroying the potentials for orderly elections, then it is natural that other parts of the country will also want to copy this situation. Secondly, it's not something that President Buhari will even contemplate, a situation in which he's boxed into a corner. The mere thought that a group of non-state actors want to portray his government as not being able to be firm is totally out of the question. The tail cannot wag the dog. It is totally unacceptable. And again, we in the security and intelligence community have been trying as much as possible to talk with the leadership in the Southeast to make them aware of the fact that President Buhari is not averse to the aspirations of the people of the Southeast, so long as whatever they desire to achieve, they do it through the normal prescribed manner, either legislative, legal, or whatever, for as long as it is within the confines of legitimacy. President Buhari does not have a problem with that. But any action that is outlandish, any action that typifies roguery, the usurpation of the authority of the state, is not going to be tolerated. Again, we're also mindful of the fact that Nigerians, being what they are, also need to understand that if these non-state actors should go out on a limb and extend the frontiers of violence and begin to kill people, there is a possibility that reprisal attacks can take place in other parts of the country, which is what we do not want to happen. So we're working with the community leaders, with the governors and everybody to ensure that they bring their people, restrain them on the leash. So that is one aspect that was discussed during the meeting.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.